Hey guys, it's Melly. Welcome to August Home Fragrance Empties once again. We're at the end of the month and another month of my life just flew right by me. The older you get, the faster time goes. Okay, I actually have probably like the smallest home fragrance empties that I have done in quite some time. Reason being is the first 2 weeks of August we were actually out of town on vacation, and so when I came back I focused mostly on melting, and so I've got quite a few wax melts that I got through. I am recording this video just a few days before the end of the month, so I'm including a candle that I'm going to be finishing before the end of August, and it is Summer Boardwalk from Bath and Body Works. Now this is one that I picked up last year. Is it last year? Yep, 5/15. Okay. I have to say, I really like the Summer Boardwalk fragrance, but it's one of those ones that is just so strong that it's almost migraine inducing for me, and I can only take this candle in small doses and when I'm able to have the windows in my house open so there's a little bit of airflow. So I don't think I'm going to repurchase any more of these in the future. I still have my 2013 Summer Boardwalk, and I'm keeping that one because the label on it is really kind of neat. So dumb reason to not burn a candle, but if I ever do want to burn it, I know that I have one, but this just isn't a fragrance that I can do like multiples of because it's so strong. Like the throw for me is like 10 out of 10. The burn on this one is pretty good. You can see the wax has discolored a little bit, but it still smells exactly the same. So anyway, this will be done before the beginning of September because I still have a few more days to go. So I'm going to finish this one up, but not repurchase. I have 2 of my blueberries and cream. Now obviously there is still wax in here, and that is because when I got to the halfway point with both of these, this I just kind of sloshed the wax around a little bit when I took it out of my candle crock. But when I get to the halfway point with this particular candle, and it's been each time that I've burned it, and I want to say that this is maybe like my 5th and 6th jar of this particular scent. I love the fragrance. I think it's very fun and fruity and springy and summery and just great. It's a great fragrance, but the candle really starts to futz out at this point. I can't smell it as much. The wax kind of gets a little bit discolored, and I, at that point, blow it out and put it in my candle crock. For those of you that are newer to my channel, I will put my Candle Crock 101 video down below so that you know what I'm talking about. Go check that video out. The candle crock allows me to get another, like, usually 5 to 6 days of fragrance out of this, like nonstop. Like once I turn my candle crock on, I leave it on for 24 hours until the fragrance is out of the wax. When you use a crock, your wax isn't going to dissipate the way that it does when you burn your candle. So keep that in mind. You will be left with wax, but there's barely any fragrance in it. And you don't want to relight this candle at that point because a lot of times the wicks will move and they'll get off center, and you do not want your wicks getting too close to the side of the jar because it can cause the jar to burst. So keep that in mind. But anyway, this is now no longer available in stores. At least I haven't seen it in any of mine. The fall stuff is starting to come out at this point. So I have, I think, 2 of these left, and I think I'm just going to save them for next spring and probably do the same thing where I burn half of it and melt the other half, and it'll be great. But unless they fix this particular burn issue, then I don't know that I'd repurchase this. So anyway, I like the scent, but won't be needing any more anytime soon because I think the ones that I have for next year will be more than enough. So okay, let's go through my wax melts. I've really tried hard to get through a lot of my summer wax melts. I'm trying to get to a more reasonable collection for all of my home fragrance stuff. I have a long ways to go. As you have seen, I have not been purchasing candles the way that I have in the past. I used to be a pretty avid purchaser, buyer of candles, and I would buy in bulk. but it just doesn't make sense anymore because I ran out of room. I don't have any place to put them. So I'm trying to get my collection whittled down. It's not that I'm not buying anything new. I'm just being a lot more selective, if that makes sense. I will have some Bath and Body Works reviews coming up for you in September of some of the fall scents. So I'm starting to burn those candles now to have those reviews for you up in September. So those will be coming. Vanilla Cookie Crunch from Better Homes and Gardens. I usually go through a lot of these in a year because I really like this. I can mix this with basically any other wax melt and I really like it. It smells like a vanilla cookie. The thing that you have to know about these Better Homes and Gardens wax melts is that you're going to get a max of 1, maybe 2 days worth of warming out of them. And I usually use 2 cubes at a time. For me, after the second day, the fragrance just gets too weak. And so I just switch them out at that point. This is, I think, $3.75 for a 12 pack, and the 6 packs are $2. So they're pretty affordable, and I don't mind switching them out every 2 days when I'm only paying $2 for a pack. So anyway, love this. Actually, melted these two together. Talk about mixing it. Iced lemon pound cake. This one was weird. I'm glad I didn't buy a bunch of backups of it. I like it, but I don't love it, and I can see where some people say that it has like an odd popcorn note to it. It's really kind of strange. It does smell like lemon. You do get a little bit of cakiness, but there's also this weird like popcorn, like movie theater popcorn note to this. It's weird, but I liked it enough to finish it. I didn't like get rid of the wax or like purge it from my collection. I just finished it. Probably won't repurchase. I have the Apricot Rose Water, which I also mixed with this, and I love this combination. If you are someone who really enjoyed Pink Petal Tea Cake from Bath and Body Works because you like that combination of bakery and floral together, this will give you the same kind of effect of a bakery and a floral that is really lovely. This smells like, it smells like roses, but it also has a strong apricot note to it as well. So it's fruity, it's floral, and it's bakery. When you mix it with this, great combination together. So if you have some of these, give it a whirl. Pink Velvet, a lovely blend of sugar and vanilla. Okay, so I have a few more of these left, and I like this, but I bought way too many. I actually also bought some for my friend Stephanie. She lives up in Canada. I'm going to visit her in November, so I really thought she might like this. So I grabbed a few of them for her as well. And I have a couple left for myself for next spring. This is just a very sweet, it's like the perfect like February and on type of scent, like gets you through summer kind of thing. It's sweet. I also like to mix one of each of these together to get kind of a different combination. I like mixing my wax melts. I'm kind of one of those like mad scientists when it comes to wax and just mixing it up. So anyway, Sensationals Violet Sugar, a sweet combination of violet and sugar. Okay, this for me was very similar to Pink Petal Tea Cake. It was never a dupe for it, but to me this is the closest that I've ever gotten in a wax melt form that I could mix with a bakery that got me to that Pink Petal Tea Cake and made me happy. The other wax melt that I actually paired with this was Sugar Cookie from Scentsy, and that was actually an even better dupe combination. Again, not like word for word like description, not an exact dupe, but close, the closest that I've ever gotten. And this was nice. I don't have any backups of it. I just hope that they'll maybe bring it again next spring. But it was pleasant. Again, only lasted about a day or two, and then I would have to switch it out, but what are you going to do? And then the last is Sugar by Scentsy, which I want to say they are discontinuing. I'm sure they'll bring it back at some point in like a Bring Back My Bar. I think I have one more backup. No, I have one more of the Pink Haze. I don't have any more of this, but this was nice. This basically smells. It smells like Aquilina's Pink Sugar. If you really like that fragrance, I don't know, maybe contact your Scentsy rep. If you don't have a Scentsy rep, I will put my friend Lisa down below. She's fabulous. She'll like mail you catalogs, all that fun stuff. And she's just really honest and not pushy in any kind of way. So I'll put her information down below. But she will always let me know if scents like this are going to be coming back with like a bring back my bar thing. And she let me know that they are discontinuing this. But it'll come back. I mean, I'm sure people are going to like vote this back in for a bring back my bar. But anyway, that's it. That is all that I melted and burned for this month. I am looking forward to transitioning into fall. I cannot wait to decorate my home. I just cannot wait for all things fall. And again, in September, starting the first Saturday, I will have reviews coming up of the new Bath & Body Works candles that I'm trying out. And yeah, I'll update you guys on what I think about those. There's some really good scents. There's some things that I still want to get that weren't released in my store quite yet, but I think there's some good stuff coming out this fall. So we'll see how the performance is on those. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below. Thank you so much for watching, and my beauty empties will be up tomorrow. Take care. Bye.